Hey guys, I just wanted to read you something. I'm not sure if you've heard this or not, but it happened just over a month ago, and it has really, really affected me, and it's scary. So I'm just going to read you something. On February 12, 2008, 15-year-old Lawrence King was shot and killed at E.O. Green School in Oxnard, California. A fellow student aged 14 years old came into their school computer lab and shot Lawrence Larry twice in the back of his head. A few weeks prior to the shooting, Lawrence had publicly come out at his school for being gay and endured much harassment everywhere that he went. He had asked the boy who shot him to be his Valentine, not realizing that it would be the death of him. The main group of students that harassed him were the shooter and his friends. King's killer, 14-year-old Brandon McLarney, apparently targeted the student because he was openly gay and sometimes dressed in women's clothes. King also wore makeup and jewelry to class on occasion. It is possible that Brandon, who has been charged with murder and the commission of a hate crime, will be tried as an adult, which means he could face up to 50 years to life in prison if convicted. Would you kill someone just because you didn't want to be their Valentine? He'll never graduate. He'll never learn to drive. He'll never get his own job. His family and friends will never get to see him again, just because someone couldn't handle his differences. King's death came 10 years after a brutal murder at University of Wyoming student Matthew Shepard, who was also killed because of his sexual orientation. But for some reason, King's murder generated just a fraction of the media coverage that follows most school shooting incidents. In fact, most of the initial reports about the killing were turned out by local news agencies, and the national media didn't catch up until several days later. Now, I don't know where people stand on this, but I am a huge believer in gay rights, and I think that they should be treated equally, because at the end of the day, we are all breathing the same air. We're all human beings. We all have feelings, and we're all the same, no matter how different we can be. It's sickening how schools won't even talk about it. They won't even talk about it. They won't even acknowledge that it's okay, but it's okay to be gay. I don't know why people are so against it. Here you have the macho men who get turned on by two women doing whichever. But why is it so wrong when it's two men? And why do they get so offended if a gay man were to hit on them? Because now they're just being hypocritical. And it's really unfair that especially teen boys have to have such a fear of coming out of the closet. They hate who they are. They're scared to be who they are. So they put on this front trying to be somebody else. And that can end up to depression and suicide. It's scary. I don't understand why America isn't doing more, or why Canada isn't doing more. Every school should have some form of assembly to tell kids that it's okay to be gay, it's okay to be bisexual. Instead, they don't even talk about it. They don't even talk about it. My mom always taught me growing up that it's okay. It's okay to be different, and you have to accept people for exactly who they are. You don't hate on someone because they're different. You don't shoot someone because they like you. You take it as a compliment. It's no different than having a woman hit on you. In the end, it's a compliment. They think you're attractive. That should boost your ego, not make you feel enraged and furious. It's ridiculous. And I feel like we need to do something. We need to bring awareness to this and bring more people aware of what happened to Larry. Like, he was 15 years old. It's ridiculous. It's so sad, and I've been in tears all day. It shouldn't have happened. Where did this kid even get the gun? Where did Brandon get the gun? How did he bring it into the school without people noticing? I don't get it. But I really wish that people would help me and help others talk out about it more and comfort those who are still in the closet and let them know that it's okay. It's okay to be gay. So that's my opinion.